Welcome into King's Table, guys. I know this video is a little late. I went and saw Alien Covenant, and I'm going to have to admit I was wrong. I said on this show it would be one of the greatest films of this year, and oh man, Jake is dumb again. It was good. I, I, I will say I am a fanboy. Alien, the whole universe of that, Predator, all those, Ridley Scott. I'm a huge fan of all that stuff, and it always sucks me in. Even, or I own, all the Alien films on Blu-ray, and I'll watch all of them, even the bad ones, Alien 3 included. Yeah, it's one of those up there for me. The one thing I love to do is I usually go to these movies with my wife. And the reason is she has a very unbiased opinion. She really can care less. She saw Prometheus for the first time last year because I forced her to. I love that film. A lot of people hate it. And when we walked out, I said, "What did you think?" And she goes, "It was a good movie. It was beautiful." She goes, "That movie does not need to exist though." And I went, "Do you mean like exist because it was bad?" She goes, "No, it's just what was the damn point?" And it got me thinking, what was the point? There really wasn't one to this film other than it was a filler episode. This was just to fill Ridley Scott's ego of making more films. To be honest, we could have just had the sequel to Prometheus and finished it and shown the aliens where they came from and that David was the creator, like he said in the interviews and he showed on the film, and we would have been fine. Instead, we got a 2 hour and 20-minute movie to where everything we thought would happen happened. Everybody dies. A android unit turns on everybody. There was two. Even the scenes where they tried to make it, like, ooh, what happened there? You already knew what happened. Like when Walter killed or was fighting David, and then he walks out, and you're like, oh, he won because he's dressed the same. No, all David did was cut his face up and cut his hand off, which didn't even match when the neomorph bit his hand up, and it looked like acid burned it. And they even like did like a tiny little segment to show that. So all those little things, everything happened like you thought it would, like a bad horror movie. And that really pissed me off because I walked out thinking I was so excited for this, and I went opening night and nothing was accomplished. My wife was exactly correct. They were flying. It was your typical sci-fi film. They're flying. An accident happens. They wake up out of cryo sleep. Everybody's mad that they're awake and they're puking everywhere and they gotta fix things and there's all these problems. A little transmission comes in and they all go, "Do we go there?" And half of them say and half of them say yes. Guess what? They go to that planet. Once they get to that planet, everybody, "Oh, see, it's not that bad." Then something bad happens where neomorphs show up. Which, by the way, little side note, Ridley Scott, stick to practical effects. The reason they never let you do the neomorphs or the belugas or whatever you want to call them is because they don't work because it's just straight CGI. When you have a clear or a white type alien that can shape and it doesn't even have a mouth and all you can see is a blood spot and then it opens its mouth and it's just CGI teeth, but then you couldn't see it any other time, that's when you know it's a bad idea. The studio didn't let you do it because they knew it was a bad idea, and you can't do it with practical effects. No matter how much you touch it up, it looks fake. That's a problem with that alien right there. Number two, we'll get back to it, where now they're on the planet, and now it's a bad idea to be there. So now they got to fight something and get out of there. And guess what? Almost everybody dies, and a few get out, and that's it. And that's the movie. They didn't even need to stop there. Like, it's a story of creation and everything, and I think so much was cut out of Prometheus, and they tried to answer so many questions, and then they added things in just for the fanboys like me. And then this one, they're doing the same thing, where we added a xenomorph, and did we really need it? No. That was the problem. The film I'm going to give a C plus. I liked it and I was happy I saw it, but that's my bias speaking. Um, Good parts about the film, beautiful film. Ridley Scott always does a great job. Shoots great scenery, shoots great stuff. Um, the xenomorph was in it. That was awesome. Beautiful scene. But the final scene where they're fighting it and they're killing it and everything on the ship, it's like wasn't even needed. And also, I never knew xenomorphs could grow that fast. In the original movie, the face hugger's on it forever, and the whole excuse is that, oh, David still has to perfect it, so that's why those ones take longer. Give me a break. Don't like an alien grow in 15 minutes on the film. And it actually says that, where they're like, we have 15 minutes to get out of here, and all of a sudden there's a full-grown alien running around. And the scene where the alien finally pops out, the xenomorph, out of this guy's chest and starts standing like this, and David's out there with him. Bad. So overall, would I see it? Yeah. Would I wait for DVD? Definitely. Was I wrong? Yes. Not one of the greatest movies of the year. Ridley Scott, you could have done better. I'm really hoping the next one comes out and does a better job. And I'm very excited to see the deleted scenes. A lot of stuff I heard was in it. Might make the film a little better. I don't think it's going to improve it that much drastically to make me fall in love with it. but you know, more disappointed than anything of this movie, and it just goes to show that Hollywood sometimes wants to make a film just so they can make 2 or 3 more and an extra buck. That's my review on that, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next King's Table.